During a time when Japanese anime was becoming a worldwide phenomenon, kids were also introduced to JRPGs. They're key to a fantastical world of dragons, mystical weapons, and deep philosophical stories marked by the classic Japanese animation we all love. And in today's video, we will be exploring the top 25 legendary PS1 JRPGs that made us lose track of time every time we played them. But before we get started, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more gaming goodness. Now, let's get the ball rolling. Final Fantasy VII, 1997. In 1997, Square unleashed Final Fantasy VII, a game so ambitious, it ditched Nintendo's cartridges for PlayStation CDs, and RPGs would never be the same. You play as Cloud Strife, a spiky-haired ex-soldier with a giant sword, who teams up with eco-rebels to stop the evil Shinra Corporation from draining the planet's life. But an even bigger threat looms in Sephiroth, an iconic villain with his own agenda, leading to a globe-trotting quest that's equal parts heartwarming and heartbreaking. No major spoilers, promise. The gameplay blends classic turn-based combat with real-time twists via the active time battle system. You can mix and match magical materia orbs to give your party cool spells and abilities, and unleash over-the-top limit break attacks when things get dire. Between battles, you explore a huge world rendered in, then, jaw-dropping 3D with pre-rendered backgrounds. There are tons of side activities: chocobo racing at the Gold Saucer, snowboarding, you name it. FF7 felt like a Hollywood blockbuster come to life, with cutting-edge cutscenes, a legendary soundtrack, and iconic characters fans still adore. It was more than a game. It became a pop culture phenomenon, and its Mako-powered legacy still shines today. Chrono Cross, 1999. Chrono Cross is an absolute gem from 1999 that took the JRPG scene by storm. Developed by the legends at Square, it's the follow-up to the beloved Chrono Trigger, but it boldly carves out its own identity. You step into the shoes of Serge, a laid-back teenager from a sleepy fishing village. One day, he stumbles into a parallel universe where he died as a kid. Mind-blowing, right? With the sassy thief kid by his side, Serge embarks on an epic quest across the stunning archipelago of El Nido, hopping between dimensions to uncover the mysteries of his existence. And lurking in the shadows, the enigmatic Lynx, who's got his own sinister plans. Now, let's talk gameplay. Chrono Cross ditches the grind with a unique battle system that's all about strategy. Forget traditional leveling up. Instead, you gain stat boosts after key battles, keeping you on your toes. The element system lets you mix and match abilities, adding a deep layer of customization. Plus, with over 40 characters to recruit, each with their own backstory and skills, the replay value is off the charts. The game's aesthetics are stunning. The vibrant, pre-rendered backgrounds and fluid character animations were top-notch for the PlayStation era. And the music? Yasunori Mitsuda's soundtrack is nothing short of legendary, perfectly capturing the game's emotional highs and lows. Chrono Cross didn't just rest on Chrono Trigger's laurels. It dared to be different, delivering a complex narrative and innovative mechanics that still resonate with gamers today. If you haven't experienced this masterpiece, do yourself a favor and dive in. Xenogears, 1998. Released in 1998 by Square, Xenogears stands as a monumental JRPG that intertwines complex narratives with innovative gameplay. Originally pitched by Tetsuya Takahashi and Kaori Tanaka as a potential Final Fantasy VII installment, its profound themes led to its development as a standalone title. The game's narrative delves deep into philosophical and psychological realms, drawing heavily from the works of Nietzsche, Freud, and Jung. Players follow Fei Fong Wang, an amnesiac artist entangled in a conflict involving massive mechs known as gears. The storyline courageously explores topics like identity, existentialism, and intricate religious symbolism, setting it apart from contemporaneous titles. Xenogears offers a dual combat system, traditional turn-based battles, and gear-based confrontations. This dynamic approach provides varied gameplay experiences, complemented by platforming elements that were unconventional for the genre at the time. Culturally, Xenogears has achieved cult classic status, influencing subsequent titles with its ambitious storytelling and thematic depth. Its exploration of complex subjects resonates with modern audiences seeking profound narratives in gaming. The game's design reflects a period of experimental boldness in the late 90s, a trend that continues to inspire contemporary game development. Final Fantasy Tactics, 1997. Back in 1997, Square decided to shake things up with Final Fantasy Tactics, blending their iconic series with strategic, grid-based combat. Directed by Yasumi Matsuno, the mastermind behind Tactics Ogre, the game introduced players to the intricate world of Ivalice. Here, you follow Ramza Biulve, a young noble caught in the throes of the Lion War, a tale brimming with political intrigue, class struggles, and unexpected betrayals. Final Fantasy Tactics gameplay revolves around mastering the job system. With over 20 unique classes, from nimble thieves to powerful summoners, you can customize your squad to your heart's content. Each battle demands tactical prowess as you maneuver units across isometric grids, taking advantage of terrain and planning every move meticulously. What sets this game apart is its depth and complexity. The rich narrative doesn't shy away from mature themes, offering a storyline that's both thought-provoking and emotionally charged. Visually, the game combines 2D character sprites with 3D backgrounds, creating a distinctive aesthetic that stands the test of time. The spell effects and detailed environments were particularly impressive for the era, immersing players in the war-torn land of Ivalice. Final Fantasy Tactics isn't just another RPG, it's a game that challenges your strategic thinking while delivering a compelling story. Its unique blend of gameplay and narrative has earned it a lasting legacy in the gaming world. Suikoden 2, 1998. Suikoden 2 is a Konami masterpiece that quickly became one of my all-time favorite JRPGs. Directed by Yoshitaka Murayama, this sequel expanded upon the original Suikoden, immersing me in the politically charged Dunan region. I took on the role of Ryu, a young soldier betrayed and framed for a heinous act alongside his best friend, Joey Atreides. Their intertwined destinies, set against the backdrop of war, explored deep themes of friendship and loyalty. The gameplay hooked me with its strategic turn-based combat and the exhilarating quest to recruit the 108 Stars of Destiny. Each character brought unique abilities, making battles dynamic and engaging. The large-scale war skirmishes and intense one-on-one duels added variety, keeping me on my toes. In terms of appearance, the 2D sprite graphics exuded a timeless charm. The detailed character designs and vibrant environments made the world of Suikoden 2 come alive. The soundtrack, rich with emotional depth, complemented the narrative perfectly, enhancing every plot twist and character moment. What truly set Suikoden 2 apart for me was its storytelling. The narrative didn't shy away from mature themes, presenting morally complex characters and situations that challenged my perceptions. Even years later, the emotional journey of Ryu and Joey remains vivid in my memory.
Come to me, Dark Warriors! Battle awaits us!
Valkyrie Profile, 1999. In the twilight of the 20th century, Tri-Ace and Enix unveiled Valkyrie Profile, a role-playing game that masterfully wove Norse mythology into its fabric. Players step into the role of Lenneth Valkyrie, a celestial warrior tasked with recruiting fallen heroes, Einherjar, to prepare for the prophesied Ragnarok. As Lenneth traverses Midgard, she witnesses the poignant final moments of these warriors, each narrative rich with emotion and depth. The game's design diverges from traditional RPGs, presenting a side-scrolling exploration reminiscent of platformers. Lenneth navigates intricate dungeons, utilizing abilities like jumping, sword slashing, and creating ice crystals to overcome obstacles and solve puzzles. Engaging an enemy transitions players into a dynamic, turn-based combat system. Here, each character is mapped to a specific controller button, allowing for synchronized attacks and elaborate combos. This innovative approach demands strategic timing and coordination, setting it apart from its contemporaries. Valkyrie Profile captivates with its detailed 2D illustrations set against lush, watercolor-inspired backdrops. The art direction exudes a melancholic beauty, perfectly complementing the game's somber themes. Composer Motoi Sakuraba's haunting score further immerses players, enhancing the ethereal atmosphere. Valkyrie Profile's unique blend of mythological storytelling, innovative gameplay mechanics, and artistic presentation has solidified its status as a cult classic, continuing to resonate with audiences seeking a profound and immersive gaming experience. The Legend of Dragoon, 1999. Released by Sony Computer Entertainment in 1999, The Legend of Dragoon is a role-playing game, RPG, that has garnered a dedicated fanbase over the years. Set in the fantasy world of Endiness, players follow Dart, a young warrior on a quest for vengeance against the mysterious Black Monster. The narrative unfolds across 4 discs, delving into themes of destiny, transformation, and the ancient Dragoon warriors. While ambitious, some critics found the plot derivative, drawing parallels to contemporaneous titles like Final Fantasy VII. The game introduces the Addition combat system, requiring timed button presses to execute attack combos. This interactive approach adds depth, but has been criticized for its steep learning curve and potential to disrupt battle flow. Players can also transform into Dragoons, accessing powerful abilities, a feature that, while unique, was seen by some as underutilized. For its time, The Legend of Dragoon boasted impressive visuals, with detailed pre-rendered backgrounds and cinematic cutscenes. The character models and environments were praised for their design, though some animations appeared stiff compared to industry benchmarks. Despite mixed critical reception, with a Metacritic score of 74 out of 100, the game achieved commercial success, selling approximately 1.86 million copies worldwide. Notably, it found a more substantial audience in North America, with 960,000 units sold, surpassing its Japanese sales of 3,55,240 units. While it didn't redefine the RPG genre, The Legend of Dragoon offered a solid experience with unique mechanics and a compelling storyline, securing its place as a cult classic among enthusiasts.
Come, Deathbringer!
Persona 2, Duology, Innocent Sin and Eternal Punishment, 1999 and 2000. The Persona 2 duology, comprising Innocent Sin, 1999, and Eternal Punishment, 2000, stands as a pivotal chapter in Atlus's esteemed Persona series. These titles delve into the intricate interplay of reality and the subconscious, presenting narratives that challenge conventional RPG storytelling. Innocent Sin introduces players to a group of high school students in Samaru City who inadvertently summon the Joker, a malevolent entity capable of manifesting rumors into reality. This mechanic serves as a central gameplay element, allowing players to influence the game world by propagating specific rumors. The sequel, Eternal Punishment, shifts focus to Maya Amano, a journalist investigating the repercussions of the events from Innocent Sin. Together, these narratives explore themes of collective consciousness, personal guilt, and the duality of human nature. Gameplay across both titles is characterized by turn-based combat, with the unique addition of the contact system. This feature enables characters to engage with demons through dialogue, potentially avoiding combat or gaining new abilities. While innovative, some players have noted that the system can be cumbersome, occasionally disrupting the game's pacing. Graphically, the games employ 2D sprites within isometric environments, a stylistic choice that, while nostalgic, may appear dated compared to contemporaneous titles. Critically, the Persona 2 duology is celebrated for its ambitious narrative scope and its willingness to tackle mature, thought-provoking themes, distinguishing it within the RPG genre.
Burn! I guess this is it. Burn! No!
Star Ocean, The Second Story, 1998. Released in 1998 by Tri-Ace and Enix, Star Ocean. The Second Story stands as a seminal work in the action role-playing genre. Set 20 years after the original Star Ocean, the game follows Claude C. Kenny, an Earth Federation ensign who, after a mishap, finds himself on the underdeveloped planet Expel. There, he meets Rena Lanford, a local with mysterious powers, and together they embark on a quest to uncover the secrets of the Sorcery Globe, a meteorite linked to catastrophic events on Expel. The gameplay offers a blend of real-time combat and strategic party management. Players can choose to experience the story from either Claude's or Rena's perspective, leading to varied plot developments and multiple endings. The battle system is dynamic, allowing players to control one character while the AI manages others, with the flexibility to issue strategic commands as needed. A notable feature is the private actions system, enabling character interactions that influence relationships and story outcomes, adding depth and replayability. Graphically, the game combines 2D character sprites with pre-rendered 3D backgrounds, creating a distinctive aesthetic that was well received at the time. The art direction effectively conveys diverse environments, from lush forests to to futuristic cities. Complementing the visuals is Motoi Sakuraba's evocative soundtrack, which enhances the game's immersive experience. Upon release, Star Ocean, the second story, garnered positive reviews for its engaging story, innovative gameplay mechanics, and rich character development. Its success led to subsequent remakes and ports, including Star Ocean, second evolution for the PlayStation Portable, and the more recent Star Ocean, the second story R, which introduced enhanced graphics and additional features, reaffirming the game's enduring legacy in the RPG community. Final Fantasy IX 2000. Final Fantasy IX was Square's nostalgic return to classic fantasy. Led by Hironobu Sakaguchi, the game transported me to the magical world of Gaia. I joined Zidane Tribal, a charming thief from the Tantalus Theater Troupe, on a mission to kidnap Princess Garnet. To my surprise, Garnet was eager for adventure and teamed up with her would-be captors. Alongside memorable characters like the enigmatic Vivi and the steadfast Steiner, we faced the enigmatic Queen Bran and the sinister Kuja, unraveling a plot that threatened our world. The gameplay hooked me with its active time battle system, blending strategy with real-time decisions. The trance feature added excitement, enhancing characters' abilities when they took damage. I also enjoyed the active time event system, which offered optional scenes that enriched character backstories and the game's lore. The game charmed me with its storybook aesthetic, featuring detailed pre-rendered backgrounds and expressive character designs. Nobuo Uematsu's masterful soundtrack resonated deeply, evoking emotions that lingered long after the adventure ended. Final Fantasy IX stood out for its heartfelt narrative, lovable cast, and perfect blend of nostalgia and innovation, making it a timeless classic in my gaming journey. Grandia, 1997. In 1997, Game Arts unveiled Grandia, a role-playing game that quickly became a standout title in the genre. Directed by Takeshi Miyagi, the game was initially released for the Sega Saturn in Japan, and later ported to the PlayStation, reaching a broader audience. The narrative centers on Justin, a spirited young adventurer, and his companions as they race against the formidable Garlisle forces to uncover the secrets of an ancient civilization. This journey is filled with exploration, discovery, and the timeless theme of pursuing one's dreams. One of Grandia's most lauded features is its innovative battle system. It combines turn-based mechanics with real-time elements, requiring players to strategize and time their actions effectively. The dynamic combat keeps encounters engaging and challenges players to think critically about their moves. In terms of appearance, the game is a delightful combination of 2D character animations and realistic 3D surroundings. This combination creates a vibrant and immersive world that invites players to explore every corner. The art direction, coupled with Noriyuki Iwadare's memorable soundtrack, enhances the overall experience, making the game's environments and story come alive. Grandia's emphasis on exploration, its heartfelt coming-of-age story, and its unique combat system have solidified its status as a classic in the RPG genre. Its influence is evident in subsequent titles that seek to blend engaging narratives with dynamic gameplay mechanics. Breath of Fire 3 and 4, 1997 and 2000. In the late 90s, Capcom enriched the RPG landscape with Breath of Fire 3, 1997, and Breath of Fire 4, 2000, each offering unique narratives and gameplay experiences. Breath of Fire 3 begins with the unearthing of a preserved baby dragon, which transforms into a young boy named Ryu. Adopted by thieves Rei and Tipo, Ryu embarks on a quest to uncover his draconic heritage. The game introduced 3D environments with hand-drawn character illustrations, creating a world full of vim and vigor. Its innovative combat system allowed players to learn enemy skills and customize dragon forms, adding depth to the gameplay. The Master System enabled character development through apprenticeships, enhancing strategic play. Breath of Fire 4 follows Princess Nina's journey to find her missing sister, leading her to the enigmatic amnesiac Ryu. The game is celebrated for its rich narrative and character development. It features a refined battle system and a unique art style that combines 2D animations with 3D backgrounds, creating a visually stunning experience. The game's exploration of duality and destiny resonates with players, offering a profound storytelling experience. Both titles stand out for their compelling stories, strategic combat, and distinctive art styles, solidifying their status as classics in the RPG genre. Wild Arms series, 1996 and 1999. Back in the late 90s, I stumbled upon the Wild Arms series, a unique blend of fantasy and Wild West themes that captivated my imagination. Developed by MediaVision and published by Sony, the first installment hit the PlayStation in 1996. Set in the world of Filgaia, I joined Rudy Roughnight, Jack Van Berace, and Cecilia Lynn Adelheid on an epic quest to prevent a demonic invasion. The game stood out with its mix of 2D exploration and 3D turn-based combat, offering a fresh visual experience. I particularly enjoyed the tool system, which let characters use specific items to interact with the environment, adding depth to dungeon exploration. The atmospheric soundtrack further immersed me in this captivating world. Eager for more, I dove into Wild Arms 2, released in 1999. This sequel expanded the universe with new characters and a more intricate plot, delving into themes of international conflict and existential threats. The addition of isometric 3D settings increased the overall aesthetic richness of cities and dungeons, making exploration more fascinating. The refined combat mechanics kept me on my toes, blending strategy and action seamlessly. The complex narrative and character development resonated deeply, solidifying my appreciation for the series' storytelling prowess. The Wild Arms series holds a special place in my gaming journey, celebrated for its unique fusion of genres, engaging gameplay, and memorable soundtrack. Vagrant Story 2000. Vagrant Story was a result of Square Enix's ambitious blend of action and role-playing, forging a genre-defying beast of tactical combat and labyrinthine storytelling. Directed by Yasumi Matsuno, the mastermind behind Final Fantasy Tactics, the game whisked me away to the mysterious city of Lea Monde. As Ashley Riot, an elite risk-breaker agent, I navigated a complex narrative brimming with political intrigue, dark secrets, and personal redemption. What truly hooked me was the intricate weapon customization. Crafting and modifying my arsenal to tackle diverse foes added a strategic depth that was both challenging and rewarding. Targeting specific enemy body parts during combat required me to plan each encounter meticulously, ensuring I was always on my toes. The game's presentation was a visual feast for the PlayStation era. Fully 3D environments and character models seamlessly transitioned between exploration and story sequences. The art direction, inspired by Southern France's architecture, lent an atmospheric charm that made every moment in Lea Monde immersive. Upon release, Vagrant Story garnered critical acclaim, even securing a perfect score from Famitsu magazine, a rare honor. Its mature narrative, complex systems, and gorgeous graphics have solidified its status as a cult classic, resonating with gamers and critics alike. Tales of Destiny series, 1997 and 2000. The Tales of Destiny series, encompassing the original 1997 release and its 2000 sequel, stands as a significant milestone in the evolution of action role-playing games. Developed by Namco's Wolf Team, the series emerged during a period when the genre was transitioning from traditional turn-based mechanics to more dynamic, real-time combat systems. This shift was emblematic of a broader trend in gaming, aiming to provide players with more immersive and immediate gameplay experiences. Narratively, Tales of Destiny introduces players to a world where sentient swords, known as Swordians, bond with their wielders to combat looming threats. This symbiotic relationship between human and weapon adds depth to character interactions and enriches the storyline. The sequel, Tales of Destiny 2, continues this tradition, delving deeper into themes of destiny and the enduring struggle between good and evil. A hallmark of the series is its linear motion battle system, LMBS, which allows characters to move freely in a two-dimensional plane during combat. This innovation departed from the static battle screens of contemporaneous RPGs, offering a more fluid and engaging combat experience. The LMBS has been lauded for its accessibility and depth, influencing subsequent titles within the Tales franchise and beyond. Graphically, the games employ vibrant 2D sprite work combined with richly detailed backgrounds, creating a captivating aesthetic that resonates with both nostalgic players and newcomers. The art direction, coupled with Motoi Sakuraba's evocative musical compositions, crafts an immersive atmosphere that enhances the emotional weight of the narrative. Culturally, the Tales of Destiny series has contributed to the popularization of action-oriented combat in RPGs, bridging the gap between traditional role-playing elements and real-time action. Its emphasis on character-driven storytelling and innovative gameplay mechanics continues to influence modern game design, reflecting an enduring legacy that resonates with contemporary audiences seeking both nostalgia and engaging gameplay. Parasite Eve, 1998. In 1998, Squaresoft ventured into new territory with Parasite Eve, a game that seamlessly blended the depth of role-playing with the tension of survival horror. Set against the backdrop of a snow-covered New York City during Christmas, the story follows rookie NYPD officer Aya Brea over 6 fateful days. The journey begins dramatically at an opera house, where the audience inexplicably combusts, thrusting Aya into a battle against the enigmatic Eve. This gripping narrative delves into themes of human evolution and consciousness, offering a unique twist on the genre. The combat system stood out for its innovative approach. Merging real-time action with strategic planning, players could pause to select actions while maneuvering Aya to dodge attacks within a defined range. This dynamic system required both quick reflexes and thoughtful strategy, setting it apart from contemporaries. Additionally, the ability to customize weapons and harness parasite energy for special abilities added depth to the experience. The game's atmospheric portrayal of Manhattan was enhanced by detailed pre-rendered backgrounds, bringing the city's eerie stillness to life. Cinematic cutscenes were seamlessly integrated, enhancing the narrative without disrupting immersion. Complementing the visuals, Yoko Shimomura's hauntingly beautiful soundtrack perfectly captured the tension and emotion of Aya's journey. Reflecting on Parasite Eve, its fusion of genres, compelling storyline, and atmospheric design have left an indelible mark on gaming. Front Mission 3, 1999. Back in 1999, I was captivated by Front Mission 3, Square's tactical RPG that seamlessly blended mech warfare with intricate storytelling. Stepping into the shoes of Kazuki Takamura, a test pilot, I found myself entangled in a politically charged narrative set in near-future Southeast Asia. A pivotal choice early on split the story into 2 distinct paths, offering unique perspectives and challenges, a feature that compelled me to replay the game to experience both arcs. What truly hooked me was the depth of mech customization. I spent hours tinkering with my Wanzers, selecting from a vast array of weapons, armor, and abilities to tailor each unit for specific combat scenarios. Engaging in battles on grid-based maps required meticulous planning. Positioning my units strategically and targeting specific enemy parts added layers of strategy I hadn't encountered before. The satisfaction of disabling an opponent by destroying its limbs was unparalleled. While the graphics were impressive for the PlayStation era, I couldn't help but notice that some of the 3D visuals felt a bit dated even then. However, the compelling plot and engaging mechanics more than compensated for this, making Front Mission 3 a standout title in my gaming collection. Lunar Silver Star Story Complete, 1996. Lunar Silver Star Story Complete, released in 1996, is a remake of the 1992 Sega CD game Lunar the Silver Star. This enhanced version aimed to revitalize the original by introducing expanded narratives, improved audio visuals, and refined gameplay mechanics. The game follows Alex, a young boy from the town of Berg who aspires to become a dragon master, like his hero, Dine. Accompanied by friends Luna and Null, Alex embarks on a quest that evolves from a simple adventure into a mission to save the world from impending darkness. The narrative is celebrated for its engaging character development and emotional depth, setting it apart from contemporaneous RPGs. Silver Star Story Complete offers a traditional turn-based combat system with strategic depth. Players navigate a world filled with towns, dungeons, and diverse NPCs, engaging in battles that require tactical planning. While some critics have noted the gameplay can be challenging at times, it remains accessible and engaging. The inclusion of anime-style cutscenes and voice acting enhances the storytelling experience. Upon its North American release, the game sold approximately 223,000 copies in its first year, making it the best-selling PlayStation RPG of 1999 after Final Fantasy VIII. Critics have praised its memorable characters, compelling story, and exceptional music. While some aspects, such as certain gameplay challenges and 90s pop culture references, may not appeal to everyone, the game's charm and quality have solidified its status as a classic in the RPG genre. Legend of Legaia, 1998. Released in 1998 for the PlayStation, Legend of Legaia is a role-playing game developed by Procyon and published by Sony Computer Entertainment. Set in the world of Legaia, the narrative centers on Vaughn and his companions, Noah and Gala, as they strive to eradicate a malevolent mist that has corrupted creatures known as Seru. This storyline, while adhering to classic RPG tropes, is enriched by character development and plot twists that maintain player engagement. A standout feature is the innovative combat system. Players input directional commands, high, low, left, right, to execute attacks, with specific combinations triggering powerful arts moves. This mechanic introduces a layer of strategy, as discovering and mastering these combinations is crucial for progression. However, some critics have noted similarities to systems in titles like Xenogears, suggesting a lack of originality. Graphically, the game presents a mix of strengths and weaknesses. While character models are well crafted, environmental designs often appear repetitive, leading to a sense of déjà vu in various locations. Despite this, the game's art direction effectively conveys the bleakness of a world shrouded in mist, aligning with the narrative's tone. Upon release, Legend of Legaia received mixed reviews. Famitsu awarded it a score of 27 out of 40, reflecting a moderate reception in the Japanese market. In North America, critiques varied, with some praising its unique combat mechanics, while others pointed out its conventional plot and graphical limitation. Despite these critiques, the game has cultivated a dedicated fanbase, often being regarded as a hidden gem within the PlayStation's RPG library. Azure Dreams, 1997. Back in 1997, Konami unleashed Azure Dreams for the PlayStation, blending roguelike dungeon crawling with life simulation in a way that was both quirky and captivating. Set in the desert town of Monspaya, you step into the shoes of young Ko, a budding monster tamer on a mission to uncover the mysteries of the ominous Monster Tower and his father's disappearance. The heart of the adventure lies within the ever-changing Monster Tower. Each ascent presents a fresh layout, teeming with monsters to battle and treasures to unearth. Capturing monster eggs adds a Pokemon-esque twist, allowing you to hatch and raise familiars with unique abilities to aid in your quest. But beware, every time Ko enters the tower, he resets to level 1, making strategic use of familiars and equipment essential for survival. Outside the tower, Monsbaya offers a bustling life of its own. The riches amassed from your adventure can be invested back into the town, erecting buildings like theaters, hospitals, and even a casino. These developments not only enhance the town's vibrancy, but also open up romantic pursuits with various characters, adding a delightful dating sim element to the mix. The game's art style combines charming 2D sprites with detailed pre-rendered backgrounds, creating a aesthetically appealing experience that stands the test of time. The soundtrack complements the whimsical yet adventurous spirit of the game, making each moment in Monsbaya and the tower memorable. Azure Dreams stands out for its seamless fusion of dungeon exploration, town building, and character interaction. Dragon Valor, 1998. Dragon Valor, 1998, where slaying dragons is a family business passed down like an old sweater. Namco's action RPG attempts to spice up the classic hero versus dragon tale by introducing a generational saga. You start as Clovis, a young man with a vendetta against dragons, and as you progress, your choices determine which of his descendants you'll control next. It's like a medieval soap opera, but with more fire-breathing and fewer commercial breaks. The game serves up a hearty helping of hack-and-slash action, with a side of magic spells for flavor. Each character wields a sword that would make any Final Fantasy protagonist jealous, and the combat involves mashing buttons to unleash combos on hordes of enemies. However, the repetitive nature of these battles might leave players feeling like they're stuck in a never-ending Renaissance fair. Graphically, Dragon Valor showcases the PlayStation's penchant for blocky 3D models and textured backgrounds. While the environments are varied, ranging from dank caves to ominous castle, the overall visual experience is akin to watching a puppet show with slightly tangled string. Despite its ambitious attempt at a branching storyline and multi-generational gameplay, Dragon Valor struggles to rise above mediocrity. The narrative branches add some replay value, but the game's average execution means few will be eager to relive the dragon-slaying dynasty more than once. In the end, it's a title that flirts with innovation, but settles comfortably into the realm of the forgettable. Threads of Fate, 1999. Released in 1999 by Square, Threads of Fate is an action role-playing game that offers players two distinct adventures within a single narrative framework. Players can choose between two protagonists, Rue, an enigmatic youth on a quest to resurrect a lost friend, and Mint, a spirited princess determined to reclaim her throne and achieve world domination. Each character's journey provides a unique perspective, intertwining to form a cohesive and engaging storyline. The game is set in a vibrant 3D world, with the town of Corona serving as the central hub from which various dungeons and exploration areas branch out. The environments are designed to complement the game's lighthearted and adventurous tone, featuring colorful and diverse settings that enhance the overall experience. Combat in Threads of Fate is action-oriented, with real-time battles that require players to utilize each character's unique ability. Rue possesses the power to transform into defeated monsters, gaining access to their skills and attributes, while Mint wields dual rings and specializes in magic, allowing for a variety of spell combinations. This dynamic combat system keeps encounters fresh and encourages players to experiment with different strategies. Despite not achieving widespread commercial success, Threads of Fate has garnered a dedicated fanbase over the years. Its blend of dual narratives, dynamic combat, and charming world design continues to resonate with players, solidifying its status as a hidden gem in the PlayStation's RPG library. Arc the Lad Collection 2002. The Arc the Lad Collection 2002, where you can experience the evolution of tactical RPGs without the pesky wait times. Because who needs suspense when you have 4 games served in one go? This compilation brings together Arc the Lad Y, 2, 3, and Arc Arena Monster Tournament, offering a journey from humble 2D sprites to the dizzying heights of early 3D graphics. Begin with Arc the Lad Y, a game so brief it feels like the prologue to a novel. Blink and you might miss it. But fear not, Arc the Lad 2 swoops in to deliver the main course, expanding the narrative into a sprawling epic. By the time you reach Arc the Lad 3, you're navigating a job-driven plot, because who doesn't love the fantasy of gig economy quests in their RPGs? The first game offers a linear experience, perfect for those who like their paths straight and narrow. The sequel opens up the world, allowing for exploration and side quests, catering to completionists and procrastinators alike. And let's not forget Arc Arena Monster Tournament, where you can pit captured monsters against each other, because nothing says heroism like orchestrating creature cockfights. The Arc the Lad Collection is a treasure trove for those eager to experience a condensed history of tactical RPG evolution. It's like binge-watching a show's first 3 seasons, complete with all the cliffhanger, plot twists, and the occasional filler episode. So grab your grid maps, ready your monsters, and dive into a saga where strategy, storytelling, and nostalgia converge in a delightful medley. Legend of Mana, 1999. Back in 1999, I dove into Legend of Mana, Square's action RPG that dared to break the mold. Instead of a linear path, I was handed artifacts to place on a blank map, each one birthing a new land or dungeon. This land make system let me craft the world of Fadiel to my liking, making each playthrough a fresh adventure. The game didn't tether me to a single storyline. Instead, I embarked on various quests, each unveiling unique tales and characters. While some players craved a central plot, I relished the freedom to explore at my own pace, piecing together the lore as I went. Combat was a real-time affair, reminiscent of classic beat-em-ups. I could equip different weapons, each unlocking new abilities, and even summon pets or golems to fight by my side. The depth of customization kept battles engaging as I tailored my approach to each challenge. The hand-drawn art of the game was a feast for the eyes. Each area burst with color and detail, making exploration a joy. Complementing the visuals, Yoko Shimomura's soundtrack provided a rich tapestry of melodies that lingered long after I put down the controller. Reflecting on Legend of Mana, its unconventional structure and artistic charm offered an experience that stood out in the RPG landscape. For those open to a non-traditional journey, it's a title that invites you to shape your own adventure. Alundra, 1997. Alundra is an action-adventure game developed by Matrix Software. The game follows the protagonist, Alundra, who possesses the unique ability to enter people's dreams. After being shipwrecked near the village of Inoa, Alundra discovers that the villagers are plagued by deadly nightmare. Utilizing his dream-walking powers, he delves into these dreams to combat the malevolent force known as Melzus. The narrative is lauded for its mature theme, delving into topics such as death, depression, and the essence of human existence, setting it apart from contemporaneous action-adventure titles. Gameplay in Alundra is reminiscent of classic titles like The Legend of Zelda, featuring real-time combat, intricate puzzle solving, and platforming elements. The game is renowned for its challenging puzzles, which require players to engage in critical thinking and precise timing. Some critics have noted that the difficulty of these puzzles can be both a strength and a potential source of frustration. Alundra employs 2D visuals that, while considered dated by some reviewers, effectively convey a dark and immersive atmosphere. The art style complements the game's somber narrative, creating a cohesive experience. However, certain critiques point out that the 16-bit aesthetic may appear outdated compared to other titles of its era. Upon release, Alundra received critical acclaim, with a Metacritic score of 86 out of 100, ranking it as the 6th highest-rated PlayStation title of 1997. Reviewers praised its deep and challenging gameplay, compelling storyline, and well-designed puzzle. Despite some criticisms regarding its graphical presentation, Alundra stands out as a compelling and challenging action-adventure game that has maintained a dedicated fanbase over the years. Marvelous verdict. For a generation raised in the glow of CRT screens, these JRPGs weren't entertainment. They were coming-of-age companions that taught us about sacrifice, friendship, and the power of perseverance, long before real life demanded those lessons. The symphony of these legendary titles still echoes in our hearts, a digital childhood preserved in perfect memory. Smash that like button if this journey sparked your own PS1 memories, and subscribe for more nostalgic deep dives. Which of these legendary JRPGs was your faithful companion through those formative years? Let us know in the comments below.